Tonight, the Charlotte community is processing a police pursuit in the middle of the day.
He was really driving crazy. So we watched him through Ballantyne, Carmel Road.
And I heard sirens, saw cop cars, and it started to process, and then I heard a chopper, and I was thinking, like, something's, not normal.
It stuck with me because it's just been 3 or 4 accidents, and it just shows you, like, how quick things can change in your life,
At one point during the chase, a witness tried to stop the suspect on his own, ramming his truck into the suspect's SUV multiple times from behind.
I don't want to take no credit, but at least I gave the community the help out because I didn't see nobody else trying to do something. They had a bunch of CMPD officers behind them, and I don't know how they can't stop one person.
We'll dive more into that man's actions and if he could face charges. But first, we're breaking down each angle of that 2-hour chase and why Charlotte-Mecklenburg police say they followed their policy.
Yeah, first up, we felt like it was very important to have you understand the route. And this is the overview. You could see this is actually a flight-aware tracking map of the police chopper, also known as Snoopy, following that suspect's car all over the Charlotte area. You could see lots of winding paths here and covering a whole lot of ground. So once seeing that, we wanted to kind of take you through some of the large points, the high points of this trip. Now, we do know, according to CMPD, that this started as a burglary call with an auto theft. It began somewhere in the Westover division, according to police, but we don't have any sort of specific address for this. So generally, we are seeing in the West Charlotte area this starting. We also know that this person drove as far north as North Charlotte, Sunset Road and I-77, and as far south as across state lines into South Carolina Indian Land, to be specific, South Carolina Road 160 and US 521. Now, before getting to this next point we're about to show you, police say this person had already stolen 3 vehicles, but this is where the tables start to turn. This is the Ballantyne area, Johnston Road and Ballantyne Commons Parkway, where police believe they saw an actual carjacking take place. So this was where an accident happened. They believe they saw that suspect get out and try to get into the passenger side of an SUV. So they thought there could be someone else in the vehicle. That is when police intervened. Take a listen to Police Chief Johnny Jennings explaining that decision.
The only reason that the pursuit started at that point is because we felt like there was a possibility that someone was still in that vehicle and that someone was in danger and kidnapped at that point.
So we know some point after the carjacking, police say that's when the vigilante intervened, and then minutes later the chase ends in South Boulevard and East Boulevard, to be specific, with another crash. And so that takes us to this video here of the aftermath. That suspect, we're told, sustaining minor injuries, going to the hospital. Police still haven't told us his name or what charges he's facing.
And we're listening to you and your questions about CMPD's pursuit, and police followed their own pursuit policy in this case. CMPD officers are allowed to pursue an individual for crimes that are dangerous to life, according to their policy. It was updated in April. Chief Jennings says he thinks officers followed the policy today.
I think our pursuit policy is clear. It's a crime dangerous to life. We have to weigh the options of if we pursue this individual. And let me say this, if we were pursuing this individual and the same crashes occurred, the same incidents occurred, we'd be talking about our pursuit policy right now and why we were chasing this individual. So we're in a situation where we have to weigh what is the most danger to the public. We felt at that time that having the helicopter view this vehicle and continue to keep this vehicle in sight was going to be what kept out of the most dangerous and even more erratic behavior.
CMPD wouldn't give us a name of the suspect. He was taken into custody and will face multiple charges, according to police. A woman who was in the car with him during part of the chase is also in jail tonight.